Oliver Ames High School Sports home game coverage is underwritten in part by Bank of Easton, Premier Properties, Law Office of Sutton and Sutton, Easton Historical Society and Museum. ECAT would like to thank all sponsors for making coverage of all this year's home games possible.
My name is Peter Kilmartin, and I am honored and humbled to be announcing these seniors tonight. I coached these boys for a decade, and this is a TKO highlight. Thank you to Coach Ferrata, the Oliver Ames soccer program, and the boosters. But mostly, thank you to these seniors for allowing me to be a part of your soccer journey and your celebration tonight. Joining these seniors and supporting and escorting the seniors tonight will be the Under 12 Legacy Boys team. Let's give them a round of applause. And now to the seniors. Jake Williams, number 5, captain, center back. Escorted by his mother, Christine Williams. Also cheering him on tonight are his grandparents, Edward and Nancy Rendell. His brother Alex is cheering him on from college. Some fans just Next up is Hector Bucio, number 9. Captain and center back. Escorted by his parents, Rachel and Hector Bucio, and his awesome brother, Anthony Bucio. Hector hopes to play soccer in college and is planning to pursue a career as a physical education teacher to positively impact the lives of others. Cheering from Greece is his sister Abby Bucio, and cheering from the stands is his grandmother, Kathy Hilch. Next up is Jason Zales, number 4, forward, defense. Jason is escorted by his parents, John and Sherry Zales. Jason will be pursuing a business degree in college. We keep saying Jay-Z here. I'm going to call him Jay-Z. Jay-Z hopes to continue his soccer journey in college by playing intramural or club. Cheering from the stands at home are Grandma, Nana, and Chuck, Grandpa, his aunts, uncles, and cousins, and also his wonderful friends who will become a second family. Next up is Mihai De Silva. Mihai, number 12, a striker. Mihai is escorted by his father, Oliver, Virginie, and his awesome sister, Megan, holding that fat head up high. Mihai plans to attend college and pursue his studies in engineering. Congratulations, Mihai. Next up is Matthew Lee, defender, number 13. Escorted by his parents, Eddie and Duncan Lee, and his 2 sisters, 2 awesome sisters, Hannah Lee and Audrey Lee. Matthew will pursue a business major at a 4-year university. He is known for his persistent defense during the game. Also cheering him on tonight are his grandparents, Sang-Hyun Lee and Youngkin Kim, and grandmother, Incha Lee. Congratulations, Matthew. Next up is Jackson McComber. Jackson is a midfielder and wearing number 14. Jackson is escorted by his parents, Sherry and Jack. In the stands cheering Jackson on are his family and friends. Congratulations, Jackson. Next up is Alex Feeney. Alex Feeney, number 20, a midfielder. Alex is escorted by his parents, Karen and Bill Feeney, and his brother, awesome brother, Ben Feeney. Alex will attend college studying data analytics. Congratulations, Alex. And now we've got Michael McAdam, number 43. Michael plays wing and center mid. He is escorted by his parents, David and Diane McAdam, his brother Jack, and sisters Lizzie and Maggie, all of whom are awesome. Also cheering him on tonight are his uncle and aunt, Dick and Ann McAdam, and his aunt, Lisa Roth. Congratulations to all our seniors. Let's have one last round of applause for the seniors from Oliver Ames and Sharon High School. We wish you all the best for the graduating seniors from both schools. We wish you and all the seniors success in your future endeavors and best of luck. And then, good evening and welcome to Muscato Stadium at Oliver Ames High School for tonight's Hockomock League matchup between the Sharon Eagles and the Oliver Ames Tigers. As a reminder, both teams have worked hard in preparing for tonight's contest, so we will remind spectators to please show respect to our players, coaches, and officials throughout the event. We will be announcing the starting lineups beginning with the visiting Eagles. Starting lineup for the Sharon High School Eagles. Number 1, Malachi Diaz. Number 3, Brandon Mauricio. Number 4, Reese Davis. Number 6, Joseph De Oliveira. Number 7, Miguel Vasconcelos. Number 10, Adam Eastman. Rishi Shetty. Number 19, Vlad Shulkinkov. Number 23, Tyler Goodman. Number 24, Diego Martinez. And finally, 00, Matthew Bauer. And now your starting lineup for the Oliver Ames Tigers. Number 0, Drew Hall. Number 3, Diego Rivera. Number 4, Jason Zales. Number 5, Captain Jacob Williams. Number 9, Captain Hector Bucia. Number 12, Mihai De Silva. Number 13, Matt Lee. Number 14, Jackson McComber. Number 18, Jackson Mercier. Number 20, Alex Feeney. And number 43, Michael McAdam. We ask you now that all who are able to please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
We're ready. All right. Welcome to Muscato Stadium. Senior night for OA versus Sharon. That was a great job announcing.
Well, when you did last time, I was a little bit nervous.
Looks like our OA already has control. I just came from the girls' game. Thank goodness we won.
Who did they play?
It was a little iffy there for a while. They played Sharon also. But it's on a grass field, so the game's completely
Totally
different. And it was
different.
wet, and I don't know. I'm convinced the ball was flat.
A little wet and muddy tonight, too.
Yeah. Oh, the girls were both sides were sliding around. The girls were sliding around. I was nervous that someone was going to get hurt.
That would be terrible, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
worst case scenario.
Yep. But holy smokes, have you been over to Sharon lately? The high school is amazing.
But it's been under construction for a while there.
I know, it's beautiful.
And the field is right there next to the high school now. It used to be like sort of across the way. And
That's like where the JV plays, but the grass field is right behind. I assume that they'll probably replace the field after they do the building. I would think, because the school looks amazing, so then to have like an old grass field. Although I suppose they have advantage anytime they play someone, right?
yeah, the grass is a huge advantage, especially if it's a grass field done right.
I mean, it's amazing how different the game is.
Amazing. But I wonder, I would imagine it's not too much of a disadvantage if you play on grass all the time and show up for a field like this, right?
No.
And they play enough on turf in
Yeah.
other spots where,
I think they're probably the only town around that has grass field.
yeah.
Most all have turf. Oh my gosh. Did you see the height that was that Hector?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hector and
God.
Jake have the eye of the tiger tonight. They're being flanked by Jackson and Alex, so Jackson Mercier, and I
Yep.
think Alex Feeney's out on the other side there. No, that is...
Oh, I'll bring up the roster. I think we're all set with OA, right? We just need to bring up
I think we
Sharon.
are, yeah. I've got this thing where when I watch a soccer game and listen to the ball bounce around, I'm convinced it's flat.
Well, that's what I was thinking on the other game that I just came from.
Maybe it's just because the players are so strong that they're,
It just sounds it.
yeah.
All right, so it looks like Canton's in third place. They're right behind Canton with a point.
Yeah, I think they're having a good season. They're a good team. Some really good players over here.
Yep. All right, I got the roster up here.
Sharon's pressing here. Ball across the middle. Jake has it under control and decides to relieve pressure. Nice long ball. Mihai battling back. I think I got it wrong before. I believe that is...
What,
I
number
believe
12?
that's Jackson over on the other side there.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Jackson McComber. And we've got Alex Feeney playing underneath there, number 20. Almost a withdrawn forward or attacking center midfielder, depending on how you look at it. Sharon again streaking. Not
That
so
number
much.
2 is very fast. Number 2, Tony Yang. Very fast. Coming from D.
He was streaking. I might put my readers on here, Wendy, so I can consult some of my notes that I pulled together for the game.
All right. There you go. Oof.
Yeah, is
Gotta
that the
attack
same?
that ball.
Tell you, Easton and Sharon always have battles when they get on the soccer field.
They really do, yep.
It was ironic that I guess we could call it ironic or perhaps a little bit fitting that we announced senior night for the boys tonight because some of the battles that this boys team had with the Sharon boys team. I mean, I know half of the boys on the Sharon team just from coaching against them all these years.
Yep. That's how I felt like watching the girls because we always would play them in the finals.
Yep.
It would always be Sharon and Easton.
It's good to have a nice competitive rival just so close to the town border there.
Well, you know, they are our rivals for football.
Is it possible to have different rivals for different sports?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I guess.
I mean, if they're a rival for football, wouldn't they be the rival for some of these other sports too?
Yeah, I guess so. And Kevin would tell you my senior year, was the only year that I ever lost to Sharon in the Thanksgiving game, which I think he's accurate.
Jackson McComber putting pressure on him right here. Not let him have anything, and he's in for the tackle. Nice ball to Mihai from Jackson.
Nice
Alex
passing.
Feeney giving chase. Alex Feeney getting in the mix.
Now, are these all the seniors out there?
Mostly. There's a couple underclassmen. It seems like that OA went with their typical starting back four.
Okay.
So you've got Jackson Mercieri and Diego Rivera out there, along with the two senior captains, Jake Williams and Hector Busio.
Yeah.
But everybody else seems to be seniors out there.
Which is nice. It's nice to
It
be able
is
to get
nice.
everybody out there playing. Love seeing all the fat heads out there.
Isn't that great?
Love the fat heads.
One of the problems about sitting where we are, we actually can't see the front of the fatheads.
I know.
But it's got to be a charge for these kids when they look up in
I
the
know.
stands and see this giant picture of themselves.
Yep. I remember COVID year.
Yeah.
The boosters got full size fat heads, so it's a full body. So like I have a full body of Brendan in our basement.
He must love that.
Yeah, and we did it for the girls too. And so we put them all in the stands, so there'd be fans in the stands.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're pretty smart, Pete.
Yeah.
And Brendan's is the one with the mask.
That's his full body fathead?
Yeah.
You
Another
maybe
big
should have
show.
thought about putting a full body fathead of yourself up in the stands, Wendy, if you wanted to be really authentic.
No one wants to see a full body fat head of me, Pete.
Wendy, you're a super fan. People would love to see the full body fathead of you. Sharon Presson, good ball forward from Eastman.
I did the ultimate bad move that for years I tried to keep our parents in check to not coach from the sidelines, and today I fully coached from the sidelines.
Sometimes it just has to be done, Wendy.
I fully admit.
Sometimes you just got to do it. I think that goes back to a theme that we hit on last time we were in the booth together, Wendy, which is sometimes it's just easier if people do what you tell them to do.
Exactly.
Now, does it seem like this referee's jersey is a little shinier than normal?
Oh, actually it is. Look at it. I've never seen that shirt before.
I mean,
Where's
sometimes
the other guy?
I can't tell if his is as shiny on the other side. I mean, sometimes referees wear yellow, but I'd say this guy's wearing gold.
That is pretty shiny. Do you think he's from Sharon being gold?
You think you might have maroon underpants on? Can I say that?
Being over at the Sharon High School, the boosters did a great job decorating for the seniors. Their stadium was all decorated up.
The Sharon parents did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's very sporting
Yeah.
of you to call out the Sharon parents for doing a nice
Well, they
job
did a
on
great
that.
job. I like admiring.
Well, you are a fan.
I am.
Hector going out the other way. Taking some space. Getting forward. And no. Mihai battling, though. I'd like to see him shoot that. And he
Just a little high.
thought similarly, but executed differently.
So who did you say was going to be playing in college? I came up when you were announcing Hector, I think. I think I heard you say.
Yeah, I think Hector has hopes of playing in college. And
Yeah.
I think all of them have varying degrees of wanting to stay involved with the game in college, whether it's
I would think you'd
intramurals
want
or
to,
clubs.
right? I mean, God, you play your whole life. It's hard to give up that
It's hard to go
sport.
cold turkey.
Yep.
Hector is lively tonight. He's stepping in
Wow,
front
look
of
at him
these balls
go.
and pushing forward.
All right.
Jackson
come
with the
on,
ball at his
boot it.
feet. Jackson McComber with a
That's
beautiful
nice.
service. Ooh,
Nice job. Ooh. Is that a bicycle when you kick it backwards like that?
that was not quite a bicycle. It's when he gets both feet off the ground and goes over the top as a bicycle. Got a goal kick coming out. Always reorganizing.
Ooh.
Jake checks the field, takes a look. He's going back to Drew Hall. Haven't called his name yet tonight. He's wearing his typical pink and headband.
I was going to say, does he have the headband in?
Headband is on. Drew could be feeling inspired this week, Wendy.
Why is that?
He was visited by a Major League Baseball player this week.
Oh, I saw that the other day at the practice, right?
Yeah,
That's
So-
fabulous. Who used to be the goalie?
that's right. Dave McKinnon made his Major League Baseball debut after grinding through the farm system. He was
That's
a dual
fabulous.
sport athlete here at Oliver Ames, and
Yeah.
he ended up going on to play soccer. He was a goalie, so played
Yep.
soccer at University of Hartford and baseball at University of Hartford.
That's amazing.
And he came back this week to check in with the boys and see if he could offer a little inspiration.
Nice.
So we'll have to see what's in Drew's bag of tricks tonight.
Nice boot up.
Turnover, and Oliver Ames is going forward.
give and go,
Nice
give and
switch,
go.
Jay-Z in the middle.
Nice boot
Nice
up.
idea. Jake will be winning that.
Yep. It's nice when you have those reliable players in the back
Yeah.
there. Just know we'll always be there.
That Oliver Ames backfield has been very steady and reliable this year. Sharon going forward with space and numbers. Oliver Ames looks organized but retreating. Service in. Drew puts his hands down. Says no problem.
Stephanie Blast just texted in saying she would love to see a full body fat hev of me. Oh, Steph, thanks so much, but come on.
Be careful what you wish for, Steph. Somebody might show up with a camera at your house next.
Yes, only if we'll have a full body of yours, Steph. Nice boot up. Gosh, the height they get on those
I
balls are
know.
amazing. I think maybe I should have been a soccer goalie. I was fabulous at kickball back in the day, third grade.
Yeah.
I was always kicking it way out. That's a fabulous sport. Why is that not like a varsity sport? Kickball?
Kickball was a varsity sport.
I mean-
Should be a varsity sport. I agree. It's
Awesome. It's combination of soccer and baseball, right?
So, Wendy, a lot of subs here for Oliver Ames.
Yep.
So it looks like a number of the seniors have been subbed out. And we are 15
25
minutes in.
yep.
So a few adjustments here. I was a part of the conversation John had with the senior parents before the game, and he mentioned that he would be committed to playing the seniors, and he might have to make a few adjustments along the way, but this was something the team wanted.
Excellent.
Yep.
You were in the huddle with John Barada?
Yes. And I didn't even have to pay extra for it.
Oh, my gosh.
Joey
Amazing.
Charney with the left foot, just wide.
Just a little wide.
It's a nice build. And
How did you get into that? You just walked on over? Did you think you were one of the players?
I'm wearing orange. I could have been mistaken as a cone. I tried not to move.
You actually look like the refs from last week, right? You're a pumpkin. And
yeah,
by the way,
you
did win that bet.
That was a layup, Wendy. It was
I know.
clear Kevin would be referring to them as pumpkins.
I know.
Joey Carney with a through ball. Not so much. You keep peering over, Wendy. What are you looking for?
I don't know. I actually thought I heard Kevin's voice. I could see him trying to barge in here and bump me out to be your
One thing that I
co-host.
learned in listening to you and Kevin broadcast
Yeah.
last time, I didn't realize I could actually scream cheers from the box with my headset on.
Oh, yes. Yes, Kevin actually blew out the mic, I think, for the guys here.
It creates quite a sensation when you're listening at home.
I'm sure it does.
I mean, you think you understand what's going on in the game, and next thing you know,
Yeah, I was not very good last week because it was a very depressing game.
that was a tough game.
I kind of zoned out. I couldn't even have a conversation.
Well, you faked your way through, Wendy. You sounded great.
I wasn't even paying attention to what Kevin was doing, so God knows what he said.
Oliver Ames swinging the ball through. Luke Churchill on his foot. To Casey, slowing it down and moving the ball now. Possession. Probing. Trying to figure out what side they're attacking from. The space. Service in.
Nice lead in. Just can't get there. So a big difference that I noticed between the boys and girls games and like when I watch professional games, the boys are definitely more spread out, whereas I feel like the girls bunch together a little bit more. They don't get that space.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're spread out, but they tend to bunch in together a little bit more. Maybe that's just skill or power of being able to kick it harder or something. I don't know.
I don't know. It could be a style of play thing, too.
Because when I watch the professional games, man, I mean, the field looks so huge, but I just think it's because the players are so spread out.
But
Like
if you watch the women play, like the Women's World Cup, they spread out. They are.
Do they?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
So
they're
maybe it's
very
just
technical,
with
very skilled.
age and skill.
Could be.
But is this the professional in college, the field bigger than this?
Same field.
Same field. So, yeah, so it
Same
must just
field.
be that.
Probably same field, maybe fewer mistakes.
Oh, gosh. Poor Mary. She dribbled the ball all the way down today in the game, got all the way down to the end, but kind of crossed over that yellow line. I was like, oh, that's out of bounds. She doesn't see that end very much.
Did she just keep going like Forrest Gump?
She tried to curve
Just
it, but
kept
it was
running?
out. She tried to fake it, that it was still in,
Yep.
but they caught her.
Casey got dropped pretty good there.
Uh-oh. Nice sportsmanship. I like to see that, number 7.
Yep. Let's put a name on that number.
Yep. Number 7, Miguel. Nice job.
Oh yeah, Miguel Vasconcelos. I got a funny story about him.
Oh, you know him. I was like, I won't even attempt to say that last name.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Is he?
Nice kid.
Well, clearly you can see that.
Service in.
Oh, nice
Keeper
punt
went and
out.
got that one. Ball is still in play though. It is still, and now it comes out. And it looks
another
like,
call. Okay.
yeah, Away's going to have a free kick at the, probably about 40 out here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's the 25-yard line, Wendy, but you have to add 10 yards for the end zone. So it's actually a 35-yard ball out.
All right.
Yep. But this is within play.
Yep.
Casey's on this. We'll see if he's serving or shooting. Both hands up. I think he's serving. I was wrong.
Oof.
But the goalie was right. Shot and save. Yeah, I first met Miguel Vasconcelos when I was standing in a poison ivy patch.
May I ask why you were a poison
Well,
ivy
I was at a club game, and his dad was coaching,
Okay.
and he was on the sideline. He was too young to play,
Yep.
and the ball went out of bounds, and it went over a wall. So I jumped over the wall to get it,
Yeah.
and he came to watch over to see where I was getting the ball from, and he mentioned to me. He asked me if I knew what poison ivy looked like. And I was up to my neck in it. He said, "Oh boy, Mister, I sure hope you're not allergic to poison ivy, because I think that might really itch."
That's awesome.
And boy, did I get!
I was going to say, poison ivy and your family do not mix.
Did not mix. I had an itch or two. I feel like if I didn't know it was poison ivy at the time, I wouldn't have actually gotten the rash.
Right.
But he was
it?
so deliberate in pointing it out that I'm convinced that's where the itch came from.
That is a fabulous story. That is funny.
That's going to go against Casey.
But to go back to the whole sportsmanship with Miguel, I mean, those are the things that you love seeing as a parent.
Yeah,
I mean,
you do.
I'm the first one to say I want to win. I mean, that's why you play in the sport, is to win. But it's nice as a parent to see that, because he's learned something, you know?
He's
because in the end, you're all playing the sport together. You both love the
right.
sport together. So respect the game, and no cheap fouls. And
I think that's sort of been the hallmark of every time these teams have played each other, is people play hard, and there's certainly collisions, but by and large, they're two teams that respect each other at the end of the game.
Yep.
Anthony Busio has not put Hector's fat head down yet. He is celebrating his brother. A lot of communication out there from OA. They're swinging the ball back through Drew Hall. Hector coming forward. Through ball.
I knew Hector was tall, but wow, he's really tall.
Mihai battling.
And I wouldn't say his parents are very tall. Rachel is not tall. Right? Is Hector's dad tall?
I think Hector's dad is... I think he might be tall. I don't know. Jason Zales' dad is tall.
Yes. He is tall.
Diego back to Drew Hall. Probably a good move. Drew's going to lump this one. He's going long. Holy smokes.
Wow.
A
laser.
60-yard BB. Mihai laid it off. Now he's getting the through ball back, and he is going to earn himself a corner. No, he's not. Saved by the Sharon defender and out of bounds for a throw-in. Are the boys dangerous on these throw-ins, Wendy?
I'm not actually sure.
The girls are dangerous on their throw-ins.
They are.
Service in.
But now, what's the rule with a throw-in? I think that, someone on your team has to touch it for it to go in. You can't score on a throw-in.
Correct. I was actually at a game 3 weeks ago where a kid threw it right into the net.
Ugh.
It was a
and they don't count
giant
it, right?
throw right to the back post, and one kid could have tipped it in, but he decided not to because he didn't want to goof it up, and ended up as a goal kick.
Ooh, laser in.
Oliver Ames with a nice shot on net.
Okay, we're at 15-28 and still 0-0.
I think that might have been Joey who put that wood on that shot.
It's hard to tell.
No, actually, I think it's Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z's still out there. Our window's fogging up, Wendy.
I know. It's our crew with all their hot air. Guys, stop breathing on the windows.
Oh, a through ball. Jason's on it. Unlucky. Good effort. It's not the hot air from you and me, Wendy, right?
No, just because it's fogging up on our end.
Right. Just because none of the other windows are fogging up, just the one we keep talking at.
You know what song I love? What's is it? Is it 5 More Minutes? I don't know. I can't come sing. I'll drive you guys crazy. But the country song that he says, "Coach, just give me 5 more minutes." Anytime I see these kids out on the field, and I know it's
You want
one of
5
their
more
last
minutes? Yeah.
last games of the regular season, you're like, oh man.
Diego's going back to the keep. Drew Hall's got possession. I have to say, Ames is using a lot of the field tonight. They're pinging the ball around pretty well. They're possessing, and then they go forward fast. Oh, Jason, you're going to need that off your foot, kid. Sharon going with a nice through ball. Sharon knocking it around a little bit now.
Yep. Using space.
Braden Blast with nice defense there. Broke that play up.
Is that Braden number 7?
I believe it is.
He had an amazing game last game.
He
Got
sure
in there
did.
for
2
10
bangers.
minutes. Yep. Definitely use of his time, for sure.
I mean, that is quite a shiny shirt. I don't mean to come back to some old material, but the referee, if you didn't know better, you'd think it's a rain slicker.
It definitely looks like a rain slicker. I don't know if you can see it on TV as clearly as we can, but it is pretty shiny.
Reminds me of a song, Wendy.
Yellow Submarine?
I was going to go with On a Dark Desert Highway, I Saw a Shimmering Light.
Oh, all right.
Eagles, Hotel California.
Yes.
Yep. That is a shimmering light.
Our sideline reporter, Kevin, wants to report that there's a slight wind blowing in from the high school side of the field. Kevin likes to give weather reports.
He is right. Although the fog suggests
it's kind of just standing still. There's a mist in the air.
There is a mist in the air. It makes me I wish I had my rain slicker.
It's 58 degrees. Feels like 56. So.
Away with pressing here. Joey with the ball at the top of the box, banging it around with Luke. Joey's going to take a shot. One hopper. You know, these one hoppers are dangerous on a night like tonight because when they hit the ground, it actually accelerates.
So not to divert from the game, but I'm going to check the stats of today's games for the girls.
Wendy, you be you.
Okay. We're at 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
54 seconds.
Yeah, remaining. We're 30 in. Give or take. I think what we can certainly predict, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen for the next 8 minutes, Wendy, but I think you and I can both be assured that the clock will be stopping at the 2-minute mark.
Yes, Pete, it does.
Oliver Ames continuing the pressure here. Sharon knocking it around. Oh, nice turnover. Joey with a nice steal and a service to Casey, who's at the top of the box. Left foot, just wide.
Just a wide.
Great turnover, great service, good look.
Did you tell Kellen to be listening to?
No, but I did just get some exciting news, Wendy.
What?
Kylie Hall is listening.
Fabulous.
I know. Hi, Kylie.
Hi, Kylie. She's down where now?
She's at URI.
URI. Okay. My niece goes to URI.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
Yep.
Oh, and I found out Elon does have a football team. Remember we were discussing about that?
She'll enjoy
because I
that.
play URI.
Yeah, there you go. So I learned something about Drew Hall the other day.
What?
Without divulging too much, I used to coach a girls' team with Drew's mom,
Yes.
who we fondly refer to as Coach Jen. We've got trouble here. Sharon with a chance, and Oliver Ames puts the fire out. I coached with Coach Jen.
Yes.
Remember the yellow card story?
I was going to say, you made her get a yellow card, yes?
Yeah. Well, she earned it. She was the head coach.
Uh-huh.
But apparently, Drew says he learned to play goalie at our practices.
Oh!
Because he was the kid brother, and we stuck him in net,
Nice.
and the girls would light him up.
See, there you
And
go.
now he plays goalie,
He owes everything to his sister.
and me,
Oh, sorry, and you, Pete.
and Coach Jen, of course.
Of course. The yellow carder. Troublemaker.
I wonder if Easton Soccer keeps a record of coaches who've gotten a yellow card.
We could ask Jamie Gibson that. He's in the stands tonight.
I wonder if Coach Jen got a letter.
I don't think you get a yellow letter because...
A letter in your mailbox for
no.
the yellow card?
No.
Diego with a great steal and one touch ball forward. Casey is wheeling. Ball forward to Mihai, who goes almost wide.
Is
Andrew
your
Martins
daughter
is
Ellie
busy.
listening to the game? If Kylie's listening, is Ellie?
No, but this is how I learned. Ellie texted me. That
Oh, the
listening.
Kylie's listening.
I think Ellie's got she has busy Mondays, I believe.
Oh, okay. I see Kylie on TikTok a lot.
Oh.
I'll be like, wait a second, she looks familiar.
We're not talking about Kylie Jenner.
No, it's not. It's Kylie Hall.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Actually, they do a lot of TikToks with Kellen.
Well, now this is news.
Must be when the girls are home. Kellen will
must
jump
be.
in to do a TikTok with them.
I've heard it all. Do you have TikTok on your phone?
I sure do, Pete, and I get sucked in. I tell you.
I'm not a TikTok guy. I've got Instagram, so I see the TikToks from like 3 years ago.
Yep.
When they finally make their way over to Instagram.
Snail mail.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of
Yeah.
digital snail mail, social media snail mail.
Yeah.
But I could see where you could get lost on TikTok.
You get lost. But I have to say, there's quite interesting stuff. You can get recipes. There's cooking stuff on there. You can tell I'm an old lady because...
Oh, you're just making lemonade out of lemons, Wendy. It's
well,
just...
because there's a algorithm and all, and I get all the old lady stuff. Turn 50 and menopause and all that fun
Oh, boy.
stuff.
I'd rather not talk about that during the boys' soccer game, Wendy.
All you moms out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Some of the dads might know too, Wendy. Great service.
Oh, nice save by
save.
the Sharon goalie.
Matt Bauer. Heck of a goalie.
Oh, you really do know all
I
of them,
know them.
Pete.
I do know them. Andrew Martins put a pill on him, and he made the save.
Here's another.
Andrew Martins is back for more.
Another one.
Takes a look.
Oh, tries to go a little higher up. But the goalie says, not today. Try again.
Not right now.
Not right now. He's a tall goalie.
He is a basketball player.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I think that's why Dave Pereira was such a good goalie, right? Because he was tall and strong.
Yes, I think that's probably right. And stunningly good looking.
Of course.
That's got to count for something.
I'll never forget one time Dave was coach for many years for the girls, and by luck of the draw, Mary and Reese, the coach's daughters, were the goalies. Not by their choice. Dave used to get so frustrated with them.
With the two of them?
With the two of them.
What, the All-American goalie had trouble seeing the two volunteer fourth graders in net?
He would feel like, you need to get that.
All right, Oliver Ames is going forward here. No question. Ryan Linares pushing.
Ooh, nice little
Back heel
kickback.
to Diego. And
Out of bounds.
they earned a throw-in. I've been looking for Jake to push forward here. Yes, indeed, he does. Mikey McAdam turns. Service, not so much. Nice step. So I didn't realize Hockomock Sports had the rosters online.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It helps us do our job.
Yep. My bad. I was in like a 6-hour meeting today. Otherwise, I would have had the rosters printed out for us. So
Well, we
I
had
apologize.
the we did have the rosters at our disposal. Wendy. There was a little mix-up, little issue
okay.
with paperwork.
Okay.
Jake Williams with a nice step.
I got a little stressed out because the meeting was stretching on to like 3:20, and I was like, I gotta go, people.
Yeah, you
I
just
got
got to block your calendar for those things, Wendy.
I got important things to do here.
Mike McAdam with the ball, 25 out. He's taking a shot. Oh. And Matt Bauer is there.
Snappy, I gotta bring something up. I've mentioned it to people in the past. I think that soccer should incorporate like a quarter of a point for kicking it directly at the goalie. You know, meaning like if the goalie doesn't have to move an inch.
That's a bonus?
It's a bonus quarter point.
That would really change the nature of the game, Wendy. An alternating scoring universe for soccer.
I mean, come on.
I'm not sure I would endorse that rule
maybe
change.
Maybe an eighth of a point, something. You gotta get something to go
I
directly
would be faster
at the
to
goalie.
endorse the professional kickball league than I would quarter points and half points in soccer.
So, you know, they made pickleball. Maybe we can bring back kickball for the older people.
I do think there
It's a
could
soft
be something
jelly
to this
ball.
Yeah.
Do they even make jelly balls anymore?
As long as kickball is being played on the playgrounds of America, Wendy, they make the jelly ball.
Do you think it still is? I mean, I used to love it. I mean, you know, being a girl and all, you know, girls were always picked kind of last, but I have to say, I was one of the first picked because I could kick it hard. It was always an accomplishment.
Is that true?
I kind of picked...
The girls were picked last?
Of course they were.
I didn't know that.
Jim, come on. When you were picking teams, you know that you would always pick the boys and then you would pick the girls. But
I was playing a longer game, Wendy. I always picked the girls first.
You were smart. Maybe that's why I was picked one of the first.
I was confident in my kicking ability. I was playing a different game. No, I ruled the I don't know if you recall this, but I ruled the kickball field at the Moreau Hall Picnics. I was the all-time pitcher for the Moreau Hall Picnics.
Yes, I do remember that.
And it was an all-inclusive, everybody was welcome game.
Oh my gosh, I loved Moreau Hall field days.
Those were the best.
Oh, awesome.
And Jake goes with a long through ball. It's not getting through here.
Ooh,
Miguel.
on purpose.
Ryan Linares keeping it, wheeling.
Ooh, stopping. That amazes me how they can just stop.
Back to Diego. Diego's going to do a big switch.
Ooh, right to the middle.
Luke and Hector steps
Ooh.
forward. A step too
That
late,
kid
but
motored,
Jake is there to
came
clean it
over.
up.
Oop. Oop.
Oh, boy.
Keep on playing.
Man down. Hector finding feet. Joey trying to seal him off. Again, now Luke's ball at his foot. Out wide to Mikey.
Oh.
Wonder we're within the
2 minutes.
2 minute
You see
mark,
that the clock
so-
is not. I'm looking to see if there's a big crowd here. Looks like there's a big crowd.
Well, let's survey the crowd at halftime.
Yeah.
Ball in, Drew off his line, and
Ooh,
makes the save.
picks it up.
Not much time left, so Drew's going to go long here.
Whoa.
That ball is well over half field. Sharon making a last push here before halftime. Through ball comes through. Drew off his line. No problem.
Scoops it up. Calm, cool, collected.
Yep.
There it is. There's half.
Halftime.
All right, we'll see you.
0-0 at halftime.
See you back for the second half.
stop at the 2-minute mark, or will they run that thing right down to 0?
It looks like they stopped it right now, Pete, as you speak. Oh,
I mean,
they're just
unbelievable.
gonna-
I mean, you must have some serious wizardry to run a clock around here. What are we expecting as the second half starts here, Wendy?
I don't know. I hope some goals start coming here. It's a good game. Were we expecting to be a tight game like this?
Listen, as I said at the outset,
that's true.
It is always game when these two towns get together.
Yep.
I think we're going to see.
We'll see it a way to turn it on.
The way I would describe it is I believe we will see OA start to exert their
Dominance
in this one. Give them 10, 15 minutes to settle in, and I think we'll see OA pop one in. It'll take a little bit, though, because that Sharon keeper's he is a wall. And he's a big boy. Look at it back there.
My feet are so cold. They're so wet and so
Right now?
cold. Yeah.
Just take your socks off.
No, I don't. That's a problem. I don't have socks. I just have my
that is a
shoes on.
problem.
As Mary would say.
Oliver
It's
Ames
disgusting.
with a turnover in the offensive third, keeping Sharon pinned in, swinging the ball around, keeping possession, service in. See, this is where I think Sharon's dangerous. I think they go forward quickly. A little bit of intensity here to start.
Yeah.
Sporting, still good sportsmanship, but intensity now. It's great ball by Casey through.
I'm stressed out for the ball boys.
And here goes Sharon. They are operating on about a 3-7 here, but they're still finding their way through.
Players are unhappy, looking for a call
They
there.
were looking for a call there. Oh, it's going to turn this into a corner kick, Wendy. And they do. They're still working the ref for what they
takes the corner
perceive to
kicks
be
here?
a missed call. What's that?
Who takes the corner kicks for OA?
This
Generally.
looks like it's going to be Luke Churchill. And they earned another corner. They did a short one to Mikey, and it didn't turn
work
into
out.
much. Actually, I think it's Casey Milliken who serves him in.
Whoa, that's a long ball.
Casey served the ball in.
Man on, coming in.
Ooh, that one snuck through. And it's going to be Sharon throw-in from deep in their own corner.
I want to give a shout out to Stephanie Blast for doing a lovely helping to organize a lovely senior night for the boys.
Great service from Casey. Ooh, right over the back. Yeah, she did a great job. It was easy to show up and do my thing. She wrote up a nice overview of all the boys and their families, and
Yep, I was with her while she was making the flower arrangements for the moms. I was supervising Pete. You know,
Wedgie, that's an important job.
She does a great job, but there needs to be someone to just monitor to make sure all the flowers
It's a quality
are
control thing.
level and everything.
Yeah.
No, Steph did it all.
Let's
She was
not start.
amazing.
Let's not start minimizing jobs here, Wendy. But it does sound like Stephanie Bless does quite a bit.
She does a lot. For the girls' senior night, I was making them, and I made a 9 o'clock May Day call for her to come over to help me do the flowers. I was struggling.
Did you supervise her when she came over to help you?
A little bit, yep. She was very patient with me. She was letting me do them, but she was itching just to take over.
Does she have a green thumb?
I just
Talented
think
with
she's
this?
just so talented with party planning and events.
It's a good strategy to give her compliments on the air like this. It means she'll help even more next time.
Absolutely. Got a graduation party coming up, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Hint, hint. All right, so Sharon, there was a foul here about 40 yards out. Sharon is eyeing up the goal, and they are going for it.
Woo!
And the
I've never seen the wall work
The
before.
wall did its thing.
That is fabulous.
Joey Carney is holding his right buttocks, his right glute.
That looks like it would hurt.
Drew Hall off his line. I mean, he really is still
Holding that.
dealing with something.
But I think I saw her smile on his face. But I don't think I've ever seen the wall work. That is fabulous. Because what's the wall for? Like, kind of more just distraction? I know ultimately would be to stop the ball, but is it more of like a distraction, sort of, for the kicker? Or no?
I think it's to cut off the most direct angle. I think
Okay.
it's a force a diversion of shot.
Okay.
But I mean, Sharon decided to ask some questions of the wall there, and I believe the wall answered.
Yes, absolutely.
This game seems like it's opening up a little bit here. Jake Williams sprays it wide right. Great look. Overlap and run coming too. And they find
Nice
it
service.
maybe a little too much. Good
Oh,
good build,
nice
too
try.
much. Anthony Busio has put the fathead down. I'm going to just stick my head out and see what I see in terms of fathead use. Most of the fatheads have been put down, Wendy. I
Okay.
think the game's getting a little tense for the fans.
And it's very tiring, cheering on, holding up.
Well, I mean, it really limits your ability to clap.
It does. It does. It's a little distracting. Looked like a little holding there.
Yeah, Casey went with a reverse nutmeg there. Hector's going to go back to Drew. We're going to regroup here. Is Drew going to give it back to Hector? Nope, he's going long.
Look at that ball just hang right up there in the
Sure
air.
does. Oh, Joey caught it with a foot. Beautiful.
Pete, have you ever done that? Now I'm not going to be able to say the name of it. Cryo something or other, where it's cold. They put like cold air, cryo.
I've not.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's sort of
Cryogenics
like
or something.
Yeah.
So Mary had injured her thigh earlier in the season. It really hurt, but she was still playing and everything. But she was like, I feel like luckily it was her left leg, but she was like, I feel like it's useless for me to even try to kick it with my left leg. So I went on and was researching it, and I saw people suggesting that. So I went to this place in Newton. Oh my gosh. Highly recommend it. They use this compression stuff that compress the legs to
Really?
have blood flow to the muscles. And then she did the localized cryo blah, blah, blah. And she said it was completely healed.
Good bid by Andrew Martins out there. It didn't happen, but it was a good look. Did you do it also, or did you just
I
pay?
didn't. I just went. But what I really want to do is this float thing.
I
They
don't
have
know
these
this.
little pods that have water in it, and it's highly concentrated with salt. I guess there's as much salt as
that's
in the Dead
something out of
Sea.
Stranger Things.
Yeah. It looks awesome. You float in it, and they say an hour of floating is equal to 4 hours of REM sleep.
Wow.
And you're completely weightless, so it just realigns your spine and regenerates the muscles and
Did
everything.
you watch Stranger Things?
I did, yes.
So you're basically describing how Elle got to the upside down.
Yes. Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I do.
You're going to start bleeding out of your nose.
But it just seems so awesome, so relaxing. You put music on, and you're just floating
I think
there.
there's body sculpting that can happen with that cryo.
Oh, really?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you freeze stuff off, and
Oh, yeah, that would be fabulous. Then I could do the full body
but
fathead.
did it recover? Did she recover more quickly because of that?
She did it. She went back. She was like it was never hurt. That day she went and played.
Wow. And she didn't have to go to like a TB12 thing for that, huh?
No. They have all these different
It sounds
places.
like it's something up the avocado alley there. Casey from a long bid. Ooh, that thing seemed
That had a little
to
bounce.
befuddle him for a minute.
Yeah. That had just bounced a little bit earlier.
We're 15 in, still at zeros. 15 into the second half, so I guess that means we're 55 into the game. But we'll talk in halves here. It's just easier to keep track. Sharon's combination play seems to have died down a little bit, but they're feisty up front. I believe I'd said at the 15-minute mark I thought OA would have exerted their dominance, but I'm not sure. Again, when do you recall? I'm truthful about this. So when I get it wrong, I tell you I get it wrong.
Absolutely.
I think I got this one wrong.
I'd say it's a pretty evenly matched game.
I know. Although I feel like OA's had more sustained possession in their offensive third.
Yes. And more shots on net.
Yeah. Service in by Joey to back post. Mikey McAdam, the top of the 18. He's pushing. Andrew Martins with a look off the Sharon defender, and it's going to be a white throw in, Sharon throw in.
Ooh, way over Hector's head.
Drew Hall way off his line. Good clearance. Oh, he got caught with a little bit of a tweener there. Luke Churchill wins the ball, goes immediately out to the right-hand side. Oliver Ames pressing now. Again, gains the offensive third. Wheeling, through ball. Casey Milliken cuts left foot off the post. Oh, man, that was the best look OA had tonight. And Casey knows he should have had that one. He's holding his face. That was a quick break. That was the first time OA had broken out with that kind of pace, that kind of purpose all night, and it almost paid off.
Here goes Joey.
Joey with a tough tackle. Oh, he's going to get called for a foul there, although it looked like all ball.
I was going to say, I would think that's all ball. His foot was on the other side of the ball. This will be a... You're juggling two phones over there.
Well, it's two teams, Wendy. I need two rosters.
Oh, all right. You got both rosters up. I like it, Pete. Ooh, I'd say that was a handball there. Yes, I agree with you. Oh.
Ooh, looking for a quick restart there, A-Mart.
Hector going to kick it up.
Hector's going to do a big switch, I think. I think he's going the other side of the field. Nope, he's going into the box. He lumps it into the box. Nobody home. Sharon's defense seems a bit taller than our strikers.
Yep.
Oliver Ames seems like they're playing a little bit more urgency now. They just seem to be doing everything with a little bit quicker precision.
That will be a call.
Mihai dumps him. So, Wendy, what do the girls have left? Do they have any more games?
Yes, we have Foxborough on Thursday.
And will that conclude the regular season?
Yes. Yep.
Oliver, I mean, Sharon's moving the ball around the backfield, but seems a little sloppy, and they turned it over. I don't think they like the pressure of Oliver Ames when they start knocking it around the back. Sharon's got to be careful with that.
Ooh.
Oh, but nice turnover by
A little sloppy
Sharon.
there.
Steals Oliver Ames going forward.
Ooh. Yeah. A little shove on Joey, right?
Joey Carney fouled him, yep. Well, Sharon was looking for a card there on Joey. Might have been a fair question.
Mm-hmm.
So we are, this shot, if should Sharon choose to, well, regardless whether they shoot or not, the ball is 45 yards out. So
Okay.
if they decide to shoot this, it will be very hopeful. 45 yards out is uphill. They don't. They serve it to the back post, and Drew Hall goes up and gets it and
Catches
clean.
it, no problem.
And then he rolls it out. Nice choice. And they're off to the races.
Ooh, man on, fast. It's a foot race for sure.
Yep.
Casey's done with this nonsense.
Yeah, high pressure by Oliver Ames again. And they get the turnover. Drew off his line. Out of bounds at midfield. So Sharon now starting to swing the tide a little bit and gain some possession on the Oliver Ames side of the field.
Ooh. That's a nice.
Which could get dangerous for Sharon, actually. It opens them up for a counterattack. And here comes Oliver Ames on the break.
They have some fast midfielders, though.
Sharon
coming
does,
back.
they do.
Yeah.
Oh, and a service in. Goalie squeezes it. Makes the save.
Patty is watching. Hello, Patty. Thanks for joining us. Danielle.
Hey, Chicka Patty.
Nice boot
Big
up by
kick.
Sharon.
Jackson Mercier, great steal. Keeps it in. Service.
Nice.
Plays it to Joey. Joey goes forward. Here comes
It's a
Amar.
breakaway.
He's got him. Into the box. Beats him. Left-footed service.
Russ, who's there? Oh,
Broken up. And it's going to
All right,
be an
into the
Oliver
corner.
Ames throw. Boy,
that-
Andrew Martin's pressed hard there. Made a big difference.
this is a
Just
quarter or
couldn't
a
get it
throw?
across. It's going to be a throw. We're at about the 18-minute mark here.
I'm so excited to watch this team in the playoffs.
And the keeper gobbles up the throw.
They're just a fun team to watch play.
They are a fun team to watch. The girls are too. It's a fun.
They are.
Let's call it a fun program.
Yep. I think why I can say it's fun because I don't have anything really invested with the boys, so it's back to being fun.
Yes, I agree with you on that. It's tough to watch a game with your heart in your throat.
Yep.
Actually, was telling my dad the story about service in.
Is
Oh,
this
great
it?
take by
Oh!
Mike McAdam.
Does he pull
Cuts
it
it back, and Oliver Ames gets it thrown. Quickly, I was telling my dad the story today about when Brendan got subbed in for the PK,
Oh.
and his first question was, how did Wendy and Kevin watch that?
I was in the snack shack,
Amar with a big throw. Oh, boy, that's right to the PK spot.
ready to vomit.
I'm sure you were. Did you watch it from the snack shack?
I did.
So you probably knew it was a save before everyone else in the stadium at that point.
I don't know. I probably had my eyes closed.
I mean, truthfully, you probably blacked out.
I did. I think I did black out.
Hector wants the ball, gets it, keeps it tight.
Oh, just a bad pass.
Hector to Joey, to Luke, swinging it out the other way. A lot of space on the other side. Casey's came deep to receive that ball. Back across the middle, top of the 18. Joey's shooting this. Oh, rebound.
Oh, it was in.
Goal.
There you go. Nice. There you go. They worked hard for that.
They did. They swung that ball out the right side, came across the middle. Joey took a touch. You could see he was lining up.
Yep.
He got good wood on that shot. And
who was
I
there
believe it was Mihai who was there for the rebound to clean it up.
Nice job, OA.
Yep. A lot of high fives for Mihai. He must have been the one to bang it in.
Yeah. That's teamwork for you.
Goalie made the save. It was a great save on Joey's initial shot. But he did not possess it, and Mihai was there for the tap in. So that's 1-0 OA at the 20-minute mark. 20 into the second half, 20 left of the second half.
Which they all looked very composed, right? It was not a
no. That
rush.
That was definitely a team goal. They built for that one. Jackson serves the ball in.
There's another loose ball.
Oliver Ames screaming for the handball.
Oh.
Not tonight.
Casey looking for a call.
Look, if you ask enough times, sometimes the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Good communication in the back on that one. Jake wanted that ball, got it from Hector, swung it around. They just literally swung the ball through the backfield. They're going forward again. Turn it over, but they've gained possession here. This Sharon team's game, though, they're not going down easy.
Nope.
Through ball, in alone with Drew. Drew off his line, scoops it up.
Thank
Well
God
done,
he
Drew.
has pants on. That would be a horrible turf burn. He slid right along there. Yikes. Oh, he doesn't have pants on, but his socks are up pretty high.
He's not showing a lot of skin, Wendy.
No. Which, again, in my TikTok watching, I was noticing that now they're like wearing two socks and cutting one of them off at the foot or something to have the socks up higher or something like that. I don't know.
Really? So it seems like a lot of effort.
So my email is tied to Mary's email just to make sure she's hitting all
she
her
must
mocks for
love
colleges and stuff. What's the St. Olaf? I'm like, is this a joke? Like, is there really a St. Olaf? I just think of
it's in Minnesota. I think it's a good school.
I keep thinking it's
From
Frozen.
From Frozen. Well, that would be nice too. I mean, it's a very good movie and a lovable character.
Oh, I love Olaf.
OA pushing again, swinging the ball across. Andrew Martins to Casey, who's running across and gives it up. Oh, a little confusion there between the defenders.
Yikes.
And OA's going to survive that scare. Miscommunication between Hector and Drew Hall. They're going to need to figure out what went wrong there because that was a little too close for comfort.
That was a little scary.
And Drew takes out his aggression on the ball and kicks it 150 yards.
All right. Just a little too much.
We have a Sharon goal kick coming out. Wendy, I feel like we got some things resolved in our neck of the woods over the last few days.
Yes. Yep. I think. I don't know.
We'll see.
Well, that was good hype by Joey.
Is Kevin sleeping better?
He seemed pretty consistent today with our communication.
Yeah. Well, Casey dancing
Oh.
and gets dumped. Now he's looking for a card. Oh, no, he did not get a call. He got a throw in.
Sharon is certainly not giving much room to OA. They are pouncing on it.
No. But that could create opportunity. Hector pushing forward, plays Casey, but caught him off guard. We're going to get an OA sub here. Andrew Martin's going to come off for a rest. And on comes Ryan Linares. Ryan Linares. Joey's working kids, working them. Plays it across the field, switches the point of attack. Good look on net. Goalie gobbles it up. That was a great shot.
That was a good shot.
Luke Churchill with an absolute BB. I take that back. Casey Milliken with an absolute BB. Mihai doing work
that's
up
a little
top.
push there. Serve in.
Service in. Ryan keeps it in.
I like not being able to see the corner. It's a little suspense.
Well,
What just happened? A little scuffle. I can see people being
Ryan
upset.
tried to jump past the kid and he put his leg out and they knocked knees. Ryan went down hard. The Oliver Ames bench got a little lively on that one. They were looking
Yeah.
for a call.
Seems to be limping.
Ryan looks like he is hobbled.
Yeah.
But with each step, he looks like he's improving.
Okay.
Mikey McAdams, a little flick there. Still with the ball at his feet. Service into Casey, who does a nice turn on his left foot and misses wide.
Number 23, like the sportsmanship.
Yep, let's call out that name. That was very kind. Kevin Liu,
Like it.
senior.
Like to see it, Sharon.
It feels like the tone of the game has changed a little bit here. Sharon's having a harder time pushing
Getting a little
forward.
tired.
Maybe their feet are getting a little wet and cold, Wendy.
Yes, I can empathize.
When you started talking about the cryo earlier, I thought for sure that was going to your feet.
No,
I thought that was going to be a segue into how cold your feet were.
no. But
Are they still cold?
they're getting a little bit better.
It'd be nice if we had a space heater up
I
here.
know.
Probably a fire hazard, though.
I got into work today very early so that I could leave early to go to Mary's game. And it was lovely. Some of the ladies that were there early had a candle going and everything. It was very cozy. It was dark and cozy.
Just setting the mood for the day.
Yeah. I was like, do we have wine going on? I'm not opposed to having wine at 7 o'clock in the morning. A little cooler in my coffee.
Yeah, that would set a tone for the day. Luke Churchill went down hard. He's a little gimpy here.
I could have used it for my long meeting. Man.
It sounds
Yeesh.
like you almost had your day hijacked.
It definitely was hijacked.
Oliver Ames playing the ball back, swinging it around. Hector's looking long,
Ooh. Uh-oh.
and
That was a nice stop by Sharon.
Sharon got a leg on that one.
Diego.
The Sharon fans are being whipped up into a frenzy here. They're trying to will their team forward. And with every touch, they're getting a little bit louder.
There's a lot of time still left.
A lot of time.
Oh.
A look at a through ball, which Hector
Thank
breaks
goodness.
up.
Hector says nope. But I would prefer if OA would get this out of here.
Yeah, but again, this is how the goal happened too, right?
Yeah.
Sharon was pressing and OA was able to do a quick break attack. So they continue to push. Now they're knocking it on the back, which again, we've seen this be a problem for Sharon.
Just allowing Easton to come a little bit further,
Yeah.
right? Up.
And a great service through ball. Drew is off his line. He's back on his line. Sharon earns a corner off that one. Sharon fans sounding hopeful. I don't know.
I always like corners. They're very exciting to me.
So what's interesting, you see all the commotion in front of the goal, but now you just look up at midfield where Casey Milliken's by himself, and he's being sandwiched by two Sharon players, one in front, one behind.
Yep.
Now he's starting to drift away. This could be a problem for Sharon if they get this, if OA gets this break, because Casey is now drifted away.
It's going towards the ball. But now number 19, who's that? Has gone up.
Andrew Martins.
Andrew Martins, okay.
He's very far away from us, Wendy. It's sometimes hard to make out the faces from this far away.
Yep.
Our listeners need to not be offended by that.
Absolutely not.
I think everyone mostly gets it.
I hope so. You never know. There's always a stray few, but gotta understand, we're just trying to have some fun up here. Do our best, right? Everybody's doing their best, Pete.
That's right, Wendy. And they'd do better if they just listened to you. Mihai is streaking, finds the ball, and earns a corner kick for the team.
Nice. Another corner. Corner to corner. Should we do a COVID corner?
The Kevin Cross corner.
Have you ever seen his T-shirt that I got him for Christmas that year? No. COVID corner.
Oh, boy.
In fact, I don't think I've seen him wear it this year to one of the games. I'm a little
Service in from
disappointed.
Casey, low, near post.
Oh.
Not so much. Ball's in, wide ball. Sharon keeps it in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Mihai wins it back. Andrew Martins inside the box, outside of the right foot. Top of the 18, Mihai again. Keeping possession. I'll tell you, Oliver Ames is smart about the way they're keeping possession here. They're not forcing it.
They're just very
Just moving
calm
around.
and cool.
I mean, I think 9 players just touched the ball in the last 15
it's
seconds.
amazing.
That was the force. And when the force happens, there comes the turnover. Joey dogging him on the way out. Sharon sends in.
That's a little bit of a breakaway with 8 minutes.
Yep. Jackson picks his pocket. Keeps possession. Plays it to Luke, who just pushes that ball forward for a Sharon throw-in.
Ooh, Sharon did not like that. They were
Something
looking for a
went
call
wrong
there.
They did not like something Andrew
No.
Martins did. I'm not sure what it was.
I don't either. But they were not happy about it.
Ball forward. Mihai keeps possession.
So over to Casey.
Streaking Casey. He's got Andrew Martins out wide to the left. And Andrew Martins earns the corner.
All right. Here we go. Kobe corner.
Okay, over the corner. I feel like Kevin would feel threatened if we use that. Sort of like taking his shtick.
Oh, he's fine. We had a little bit of a call. I had to remind the refs today at the girls' game that it was not COVID times because they called a handball when someone headed the ball. You know, back in COVID, heading the ball was
The
a
equivalent of
no-no.
a handball?
That would be a no-no.
Was that part of your sideline coaching today, Wendy?
Yes.
See, it sounds like you were. We've got a Sharon player down. That's the delay.
Oh,
here.
no.
It's not clear what he's dealing with. Looks like it's Malachi Diaz. Coach is coming on the field to check him out. Or the trainer is.
All right.
And
Walking off. Here comes a player in.
Looks like he's scooting off. Getting a nice round of applause from everybody. Yeah, so Wendy, it sounds like your sideline coaching was actually valuable today.
Well, it was. I mean, I just didn't quite understand how the head became the hand.
Is there anything in here that you've seen in this game that you'd want to comment on?
No, I think those were pretty good. They seem to be calling both sides and no real questionable calls.
So Oliver Ames has probably about 6 guys in the box here, 5 or 6. Service in near post. Still have it back.
Still
Ball
in
comes
play.
out. Casey has it and earns a corner again.
So can we, I know there's a tense moment going on, but can we talk about that with COVID? Why do you think it was such a no-no to head the ball?
Ooh.
Ooh, just over the net.
It's going to be a goal kick for Sharon. I think it had a lot to do with the uncertainty around COVID. People maybe thought that it wasn't through the eyeballs or the mouth that COVID was being contracted, but actually the head.
Maybe. It just
Maybe some players aren't very good headers and they spit on the ball when it comes
Maybe.
near them.
Maybe that was
Or the
it.
sweat. Another near post.
Because
corner
then,
goal.
to bring up another thing,
now
not
COVID.
this game, but the game before, they called a handball when they shouldered the ball, but that was how they were supposed to head the ball during COVID, was shoulder it.
Well, I will grant you that. I mean, that's nonsense.
Right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, you can't have it both ways. Seems the teams have called the timeout. It's not clear
All
which
right.
team has called the timeout.
ooh, we're close to the 5-minute mark.
We're at the
5 minute, 45 seconds.
5:45, which means
And
when-
thank goodness, because our window is almost completely
we don't have
clogged
much
up.
time left here to deal with this foggy window.
I think I'll start my timer.
It means Wendy and I go blind in about 45 seconds here because
It's too intense for me.
the clock doesn't stop for people watching at home, which is something you might not know.
Oh, that's
The
right.
clock keeps going because we've got a on-camera clock. Mm-hmm. But for those of us in the stadium, I mean, it's just straight guesswork from
Yeah.
here forward.
But I'm going to cut that out because I got my timer ready to go.
Oh.
We're going to be in the know, Pete. Would you not like to know
No, it's
the
fine.
time?
But that could be useful information if we decide we want to start coaching from the sidelines, Wendy.
I'd like to see, actually, how many extra seconds they give.
Do you think the referee with the shiny gold shirt on is good at telling time?
I don't know. How did they decide who is keeping the time? Do they both keep the time?
Maybe that's what they're talking about during the timeout.
Oh, no, he's talking about a kick.
Yeah, he just swung his leg in a kicking motion and shrugged his shoulders.
He seems to be confused about something. He has his hands out.
He's probably saying,
Disgusting.
I wore my shiny gold shirt in case of rain, and it just really hasn't rained yet tonight.
He can never be too prepared. I think we're boring the crew here. I didn't say hello to everybody. Hello, boys.
Wendy, I don't think we're boring them. I think it's the timeout. I think everybody's bored.
It's time to go home. I'm kind of hungry, I have to say. Dinner time is calling. Do you think Kevin's home cooking dinner? I want to wager a bet that he is not. I told him what he could cook. He said, I don't know what that is. I said, well, if you
Well-
look in the refrigerator, you'll see it.
If he doesn't know what it is, I do not think he's cooking it.
Because that would just be lovely.
Is Mary home or is she here?
No, I think she's probably in the stands.
Oh, yeah. Well, then it's definitely not being cooked.
No. That would be lovely if Kevin happens to
Now
be
I
listening.
have to ask, does winning on senior night mean more to these kids than a regular game? Like, is it important for them to win on senior night?
I think it would be nice, yes.
I mean, will there be extra motivation for these seniors to leave it out on the field to make sure they get their win on
I
senior
would
night?
think so, yeah. But who knows?
The kick made its way through. Jake's going back to Drew to keep it simple. Drew takes a touch and lets it fly. Again, a mere 75 yards. Sharon wins the ball. Sharon's going to press here. And we've got the OA's got Joey Carney up top. And they might be looking to spring something there. Diego breaks it up, goes forward.
Joey's going to try to scoop it up.
Yep, Joey's coming in. Hector with a nice trap and plays Mikey McAdam, who finds Andrew Martins, who finds Joey. Joey's got one to beat, and he's going after him. Beats him to the outside, left-footed service, and earns a corner kick.
Nice. All right, boys, come on. Got to capitalize on these corners.
Now we've got an injury.
Jeez, I missed it.
Well, we can just check in with our friends here in the booth. They'll give us the number. But
Boys.
there's an injury here.
Oh,
a Sharon player down.
Ooh.
Looks like he pulled a hamstring of sorts.
Boys, could you give me the time down there? How many?
Rishi Shetty, down with the injury.
Anyone?
Sportsman Miguel Vasconcelos stretching out his teammate.
4 minutes. All right. I can't believe I teed it up and I still didn't press start. Jeez.
Wendy, nobody would know. You didn't have to say that out loud.
Oh, Pete, I call myself out all the time.
I think it's that integrity that keeps people tuning in to us, Wendy.
Of course.
We're very good at sort of calling ourselves out if
Absolutely.
we deserve it.
Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, right?
That is true.
And I sure laugh at myself a lot. So I think the best type of laughing is when you get yourself in a whole little chuckle about something silly you did.
Which is different than laughing at your own jokes, Wendy.
Exactly.
Because that is not very becoming. I just wouldn't want anybody to get confused and think they're in the know. Service in.
So kept in.
He keeps possession. Casey's going to serve another one in. Near post. Comes out. Sharon keeps possession for the throw-in. They go backwards with it. Oh, boy, under a lot of pressure, and they turn it over. Now now OA has possession. 3.5 or so. Joey likes one ball better than the other, so he's shopping balls with the ball boy. And service.
All right, Sharon gets possession.
Sharon looking to break. Jake
But
Williams
Jake says
with a
nope.
nice interception. Plays it wide to Diego. Away taking it to the corner. And
Looking for another
earns
corner.
a throw-in over there, I think. Yeah, a throw-in.
It's too misty over there. I can't see.
It is actually a misty mountaintop. Led Zeppelin. It'll be interesting to see if OA keeps going for goal or if they're going to be content to kill this game in the corner, Wendy. I mean, they've had such possession that
Right.
I don't know that they have to go to the corner. But a
Ooh, here
bad
comes
turnover
Sharon.
there. Sharon
Just
going
beats
forward.
out the ball.
And OA takes it back. Sharon with the ball, though, moving forward. They are now over midfield.
We're under a minute right now.
Oliver Ames building.
under 2 minutes.
Sharon building.
Oh.
Oliver Ames popping that ball up in the air.
Gotta
Not
get
any
that outta
definitive
here.
clearance. Finally,
All
with
right, here we
possession
go.
going forward.
We're down to a minute and 40
Into
seconds.
the corner.
Sharon goalie going to
Matt
scoop
Bauer
that up.
has control of the Sharon goalie. He's going to go long here. This could be very long. With a Drew Hall-esque punt. And it'll be an Oliver Ames throw. This could just about be it, Wendy. Oh,
Yeah.
no, we're still over a minute, so. The referee's looking at his watch,
Touch.
which might mean he's...
Are we
Oliver Ames subbing.
okay?
Slowed things down a little bit there.
All right, we're just under a minute.
Let's give you an Oliver Ames sub again, throw again. See if John Barada keeps the subbing going.
Under 49 seconds.
Mihai battling for the ball and earned Oliver Ames a corner.
Another corner. I'm going to give it one last college effort.
Yeah, I think for good luck. I think
COVID
it's good.
corner.
COVID
Come
corner.
on,
Fine.
sending
We'll
you
call
good
it
luck.
that. Yep.
Good vibes away. Let's go.
Well, with Casey taking it, we could call it a Casey corner.
Do you think he'll bend it? Bend it like Beckham?
I do not think he'll be bending it like Beckham. Oliver Ames keeping possession in the corner.
Another corner?
Yeah. Well, no, there's a foul. Somebody got blown up from behind.
Oh,
It's going to be a
my timer went off.
OA kick on the ground, and they're just going to keep possession in the corner.
I hear everybody's
They asked for
timers.
10 yards,
Okay.
so now they're keeping Sharon at bay.
I can hear a lot of timers going off in the stands.
Yeah,
Ooh, they're
it
attacking.
sounds-
All right, so they're
Oliver Ames has the ball. They're going to protect it and dumped again in the corner. Casey asks for 10 yards again. So really what the game has come down to is Oliver Ames holding possession of the corner. Casey turns his back, and a Sharon player runs up at a full sprint and jacks him. And there's more of a beating going on in the corner. And Sharon gets a goal kick.
well, they should be blowing the whistle any
They
minute.
should be.
Any second
Clearly,
now.
the men in yellow have a different interpretation of injury time here.
Ooh.
Oliver
Whoa.
Ames still going forward. This should be about do it. Joey Carney's into the corner, and he's going to possess it in the corner and take a
Oh, and
beating. They
gotta
call
call
Joey Carney for a dive there, and they're going to give Sharon a goal kick.
and that was
is
it.
going to do it.
That's a wrap, folks.
Oliver Ames gets the 1-0 win on senior night. Congratulations to seniors on both teams, and congratulations to OA for the win.
And great job to you, Pete. Thanks for
Wendy,
joining
I was
us.
all in tonight. I started with the pregame, and I carried us right through.
I
I
know.
almost had to sing the national anthem.
I tried to get you to do that. You would have been all man. If you had carried that off, too, you would have owned the show. Are we off the air? Okay, we're going to be signing off.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks again, Wendy. Fun.
Bye.
Bye now.
Oliver Ames High School Sports home game coverage is underwritten in part by Bank of Easton, Premier Properties, Law Office of Sutton and Sutton, Easton Historical Society and Museum. ECAT would like to thank all sponsors for making coverage of all this year's home games possible.